welcome back to the YouTube channel. So in today's video it's time for a new portable system from a friend from China, yes. But this is not our, let's say, typical cheap system. No. This is from my favorite brand. It's from the Powkiddy. Yes people, it's from my favorite band and they released the X19 portable system. And as you can see, it comes in this very nice box and they did it again. They're ripping off the Nintendo Switch because they love ripping off stuff. Right, the box itself is not very special in general, just a basic box. I'm getting here the 60GB version. There are different versions, so keep that in mind. Alright, let's take a close look what's inside. Alright, what we're going to get with this is, I think, for the people new to the channel, I'm just going to show you, but it's more like our typical stuff. Why can't I get it out? Right, the system itself, plastic. And let's see, this is a game machine product warranty card. Warranty, yes. Go away. Alright, we're getting the... Why do I get... Hey, I got 2 AV out. Yeah, alright. This little card, don't know why it's for. We're having this USB mini. Still using these old connections. Sometimes that is really annoying. Sometimes you're using micro USB, sometimes you're using Type-C. Crappy headphones. And here we have the Powkiddy X18 Deluxe Toilet Paper Manual with a lot of interesting information, basic functions, blah 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 blah. Alright, let's take a close look at the portable system. Alright, so it comes in this plastic sleeve. Alright, so this is the system itself, people. So the first thing that I'm noticing when holding it, it feels quite heavy. It doesn't feel very cheap like all of these other systems in the past. Alright, so let's do a little bit of an overview because there are quite some things that changed out. And yes, it's a big screen. For the people who love the 7-inch screen, it's going to be fun. At the left side, we're still finding this weird D-pad. Yes, 4 buttons. I don't know why they're not using a regular D-pad, it's pretty annoying. We're having these normal analog sticks, and I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but they are quite high. Not too high, but I think they're going to play very nice. And we're having 2 little buttons over here, and this is for the volume control. At the right side, we're finding 4 buttons, the A, B, X, and Y. Got a very nice touch. The same analog sticks, so we have 2 analog sticks on this device, totally pointless. Because all retro gaming, so we're not going to use these analog stick at all. Maybe, no, not with the PlayStation. Alright, so here we have select and start or instant coin. You can map them in different functions. Alright, we're finding 2 shoulder buttons over here. Very clickish, like most of these systems. On switch, the SD input or the SD card slot. We're having the mini USB, I almost want to say micro, but it is the mini USB. Captioning just 2.0, jack out, or we can use an headphone, and this very tiny little hole over here, that is the reset button. So, not really convenient. Right at the back we're finding this crappy camera that nobody going to use, seriously nobody, because it's so horrible. Fun fact that we're having 2 speaker holes, but there's only 1 speaker inside. I can already tell you it's very loud and it sounds really good. Such a big shame they didn't use 2 of them. 16GB is also an indication of which version you have and some information about the product itself. Alright, so I'm powering on the system. The first thing that I'm noticing, and I was really a little bit disappointed about, is you can see this boot up with the Tekken. But why are you thinking why I'm so very disappointed? It's very simple. They are using the software from seriously the first portable system I reviewed, let's say 2 years ago. The X6 if I'm saying it correctly. They're still using the freaking same software. Alright, so I made it a little bit dark here in the room so you can see the screen itself. And as you can see when moving it around, you can already see that the view angle is not very good. But it is very common with these cheap 7-inch portable devices. So keep in mind, there are some very good 7-inch displays out there in combined with awesome portable systems, but they are from a different price range. So here at the top we're finding some little thumbnails, and sadly we cannot swap them out. So this is what you're going to get. So this is nothing behind it, you're just stuck with this decal. Yeah. Alright, pressing the games, you can see we're having some directories. As you can see, there may already some folders on this device. So the support of the games goes from NES sometimes to PlayStation 1, but keep in mind PlayStation 1 is most of the time a little bit horrible. Okay, we're having video, music, the camera itself, still I'm going to show you. As you can see, it's just horrible. I can't wait for the day they're going to leave it out. We're having tools, ebook, recorder, stopwatch, calculator, calendar. So maybe you're interested in this. Browse. No, you cannot go to the internet. I did notice some comments in the past. No, this is just for browsing inside the memory or the storage itself. Settings. Alright, we have a display. Here you can adjust the brightness. The same for the backlight. You can turn off within 30 seconds. By the way, I'm going to change it. Yes, make it 1 minute. 30 seconds, a little bit too short, a little bit annoying. Date and language can be changed in this device. Oh, and if you're getting this device and you have this problem, the third you need to use, because this is the English. We're having TV out, just basic composite out, so that's not very special. Let's go to the advanced. Let's go information. I just wanted to show you this. This is not the first firmware they are using, so I'm very happy about it. But the question still remains, will this have better emulation? Alright, so we're going to play and we're going to check what are we going to get with the device and is it any better. Every time when you boot up a game, this is what you're going to get. Yes, they call this restart, but this is just start game. They still didn't change it. Return to the game, you can quick load, quick save with basically every game. We're having some basic settings. There is something wrong and I need to point out with Mega Drive. It's basically unplayable because there is no key mapping for the C button. If I'm saying it correctly, yes. So there's something I need to point out, just keep it in mind. Screen size, you can change it if you want, but some of these games look very horrible. There's one thing I want to show you. And the previous models we had that we can go back with the button. But yes, people, the back button is now the left shoulder button. Maybe you can remap it somewhere, but that is what we call basically an epic fail. So we're having two shoulder buttons that we're going to need for some certain games, but you can't use them because one is now the back button. You can use a D-pad, but don't ask me how. The analog stick itself is not bad at all. really choppy, really choppy. Alright. Alright, so you want to use the TV out. How does it work? Pretty simple. Alright, going to show you over here. You go into the setting menu, go all the way down. Yes, as you can see we don't have an image. Go all the way to TV out, select PAL or NTSC, depends a little bit what region your television is. I'm going to choose PAL this time, let's see if it works. And as you can see, we have an image. Very choppy image. The emulation is not the best on the Mega Drive, so basically it will not get any better when you're using TV out. I think it's getting even worse when using TV out function. The emulation of the GBA is not bad at all, and you can see it over here. Even with TV out, it looks pretty decent. And keep in mind, I'm using a very tiny monitor. If you're using a huge, let's say 32 or maybe 40 inch of screen, it will look freaking hideous. Simply because it's an only AV out signal. Alright, so this is what we're going to get with the Powkiddy X19. It's quite disappointing, to be honest. There is a new model, yes. What did they improve? The shell itself is way better and feels less cheap than the previous model. The D-pad is still horrible. The analog stick a little bit improved, but still, don't get me wrong, they still have this very cheap feeling to it. The button is not bad. Shoulder buttons, the epic fail with the back button, that is now the left top button. So I'm thinking, why did you remove the back button? The previous model was on the top over here. If it comes to the software, they didn't improve it, no people. So that is something that I'm so pissed off about. I'm thinking, you have a new model, please bring out new software. So basically they redone the shell, but the software is still crappy. I don't know if it's possible to get open dingus on this device. So far I know there is no way of, let's say, upgrading the firmware. So this is what you're going to get. Let me know, what do you think of this? I want to thank you for watching and see you in the next video.